Most people know the Smurl case from The Conjuring, Last Rites, but the real-life documents reveal a story far more terrifying than the movies. From successful lawsuits to failed exorcisms, here is exactly what happened at 330 Chase Street. In the early 1980s, Janet Smurl was a 37-year-old housewife living a quiet life in a duplex on Chase Street. One cold winter day, while loading laundry in her basement, the silence was broken by a soft, unsettling woman's voice calling her name. Janet was alone, yet the voice persisted, transitioning into a mocking, teasing tone accompanied by a faint giggle. This was not an isolated incident. It was the moment one of the most vicious hauntings in American history moved to a terrifying new level. The Smurls' journey to this nightmare began in 1972, when Hurricane Agnes decimated their original home with 12 feet of water. Seeking a fresh start, Jack's parents, John and Mary, purchased a fix-upper duplex in West Pittston, Pennsylvania, so the family could stay together. The property was affordable, but it came with a dark reputation. Locals whispered about previous residents practicing witchcraft, odd faces peering through curtains, and unexplained noises emanating from the empty building. While the ground beneath the town was riddled with old, flooded mines that caused homes to groan and shift, the activity inside the Smurl house quickly defied geological explanation. The haunting began with minor, frustrating occurrences. Mary Smurl found a large, greasy stain on a brand new rug that reappeared days after every cleaning. Renovations became a nightmare as freshly soldered pipes began to leak, tools vanished, and a brand new bathtub was found scratched as if by claws. In 1974, the activity turned dangerous when a television set burst into flames before Jack's eyes. Their daughter, Dawn, began screaming in the night, claiming people were floating around her room. By the late 70s, the house was a symphony of phantom footsteps, toilets flushing on their own, and incessant banging from inside the walls. As the 80s arrived, the atmosphere grew increasingly malevolent. A foul, inexplicable smell permeated the rooms, and John and Mary began hearing Jack screaming at Janet through the walls, only to find the couple sitting peacefully together when they went to intervene. Physical manifestations became bolder. Janet encountered a humanoid shape made of black, smoke-like substance that passed directly through her. Even the heavy light fixtures weren't safe. A 4-foot ceiling light was ripped from its mountings, crashing down and injuring their daughter, Shannon. The physical toll escalated into sexualized violence, a dark detail the sources warn is difficult to hear. Jack reported being paralyzed in bed and assaulted by a creature described as having a young woman's body, but the rotting face of an old woman with red eyes and scales. Desperate for help, the family eventually contacted Ed and Lorraine Warren, the world-famous paranormal investigators. The Warrens concluded that the family was dealing with 4 distinct entities, 3 spirits and a powerful demon that was controlling them. According to the sources, Ed Warren identified the situation as a demonic infestation, the first of 4 stages leading toward possession and death. The Warrens claimed the demon was using the family like a battery, feeding off their fear and confusion to gain strength. Despite multiple blessings and religious provocations that left Ed Warren nearly choked to death by an unseen force, the activity only intensified. The demon reportedly took on various forms, including an 8-foot-tall beast with a pig snout and rake-like fingers. By 1986, the Smurls went public, hoping the media attention would force the Catholic Church to perform a formal exorcism. This triggered a worldwide media frenzy, turning Chase Street into a circus of reporters, curious onlookers, and even a coven of witches. However, skeptics remained unconvinced. Some pointed to Jack Smurl's 1983 brain surgery as a potential source of hallucinations, while others suggested the haunting was a mass hysteria fueled by the Warrens' sensationalist influence. Ultimately, after years of torment and multiple failed exorcisms, the Smurls were finally able to move away. Interestingly, the sources note that while the family's youngest daughter grew up to become a paranormal investigator, the residents who lived in the duplex after the Smurls reported no strange activity. Whether it was a demonic infestation or a psychological phenomenon, the case of the Smurl family remains a chilling chapter in the annals of the unexplained. The Smurl house was like a pressure cooker of fear, where the heat of the family's existing religious beliefs and the Warrens' dark diagnoses caused the steam of minor oddities to explode into a full-scale haunting. If you enjoy deep dives into the dark side of history, hit subscribe and turn on notifications.